I watched or listened to every interview that MrBeast has given in the past about his success across social media and business. So in this video, I'm going to tell you what you can learn from his work, attitude, achievement, and business acumen in order to become more productive and get the promotion you deserve by following just a few simple tips. And the first one evolves around his broader vision and the goal he sets around this. As you might know, MrBeast is the most successful individual YouTuber in the world, having founded several successful offline brands such as Beast Burgers or Feastables Chocolate, and all that with only being in his mid-20s. So basically, he's been growing up, building one of the biggest YouTube channels in the world, and then leveraging this success to build several multi-million or even billion-dollar companies on the side. As a teenager and young adult. All this would certainly not have been possible without MrBeast, or Jimmy's as he's called, clearly set vision with underlying goals that he's always stuck to. For his main YouTube channel, this is making the best possible videos ever. For his chocolate brand Feastables, it's changing the way you snack by creating delicious snacks with ingredients you can trust. Or for his philanthropy, it's leveraging his social media platforms for raising funds to alleviate hunger, homelessness, and unemployment, and help as many people as possible. Those simple vision or mission statements have always been Jimmy's North Star and have been guiding him in whatever decision to make or whatever goal to set. So I'm wondering if you have such a clear statement either for yourself on a personal level or for your current job and position. If not, I recommend taking some time to reflect and come up with your personal or professional mission or vision statement, which will help you to understand your why, the reason you are doing what you're doing, and which goals you need to set to achieve your visions. For MrBeast, his ultimate vision is to help as many people as possible, so he needs as much money as possible. To make as much money as he can, he sells products or enters into brand partnerships that are being promoted through his YouTube videos, where he wants to get as much reach as possible. And to make the best possible videos, he has certainly a whole set of goals he wants to achieve with every upload. So you could come up with your own 3 or 10-year vision by asking yourself questions like, what are your core values? What do you provide or help with? Who are you impacting? Or what would you like to become? Answer this either for you on a professional level only, or you could do so along different personal dimensions such as family, friends, or fitness and health. For example, my personal vision statement for my YouTube channel is to help professionals to work smarter and more efficiently with powerful systems and the right tools. As soon as you have a mission and are clear about where you want to go, you'll see it's so much easier to break it down and define underlying goals and tasks to achieve your goals and eventually vision. By the way, you can download the template that you've just seen for setting your 12-week plans, along with other free templates and assets from my website by signing up for my free newsletter with the link in the description. The second thing that I found impressive when listening to all of Jimmy's interviews was his crystal clear focus and persistence. He is not only obsessed with YouTube and business building in general, but in particular about making the best possible videos ever. And there's nothing in this world that could distract him from pursuing his vision and goals. Ever since he started to make money with YouTube, he has reinvested every penny in his channel to make his content better and better. Also, he lives and breathes YouTube and the creator or business economy around it. He once said that in his early days he used to study YouTube for 18 hours a day, basically the entire time he was awake. And nowadays he does the same by getting up, going to the gym, working on his main channel, and finally working on Feastables before going to bed. This year-long focus and persistence are certainly next level, but you can already learn on a much smaller but at least as impactful scale from Jimmy. Namely by eliminating distractions and keeping your focus on your most important topics and to-dos. For example, you could finally organize your phone or your computer to declutter them of any obsolete or redundant apps or information. Or you could use different Chrome extensions that help you not get distracted from work or you could even take your phone and change some simple settings that will help you to increase your focus and be less distracted by meaningless notifications. So even if it's not obsessing and focusing on one single topic for more than 10 years, the small changes and improvements in your everyday life can compound and eventually help you get more done in less time at a higher quality. To manage such a workload as MrBeast, he has come up with rock-solid systems and structures. As I mentioned already, he has quite radical time management where he exactly knows what to do and when. Nowadays, he has quite a simple schedule with just a few highly important activities that he's following every day. That's basically working for his main channel and for his chocolate brand. Sure, he has a huge team with hundreds of employees behind him and his brands, but this comes with 3 challenges that he has overcome, and you should too. First, he has identified the activities that are worth for him engaging in. Of course, in the very beginning, he has done everything related to his content, from ideation over to filming to editing and probably negotiating brand deals as well. But over time, he has realized that he can provide more value when engaging in certain activities over others. For example, he has outsourced editing or hired a manager to deal with the business side because he can provide more value in ideating and filming more and more content in front instead of behind the camera. So he has mastered the art of prioritizing the most important activities. He has never said how he is prioritizing to-dos, but generally there are 4 major strategies to do so. Although their approach is slightly different, they all end up by saying which of the tasks at hand are worth pursuing first, second, or last. So if you struggle to prioritize your to-dos and are not sure where you should put your effort in, master the art of prioritization because it will help you identify your most impactful projects or activities. The second challenge Jimmy has mastered is delegation. Since he cannot do everything anymore around his social media content and businesses himself, he needed to outsource or delegate responsibilities and tasks. He keeps those where he can provide the most value and looks for other people that can do the remaining things better, faster, or ideally both. And you should do the same. Once you have prioritized your activities, also think about what you can eliminate, automate, or delegate. Even though it might be hard, don't be shy about delegating work to colleagues, business partners, or interns. From personal experience, I can tell that this is a process that requires time and trust, but as soon as you allow yourself more and more time and room for more impactful activities and still have the rest done, you will see results improve tremendously. And finally, MrBeast has become a master in organizing himself and his empire. Although he has teams dealing with different social media platforms and businesses, he still needs to be on top of everything and at least be informed about what's going on. Although he has never talked in detail about how he organizes himself, he would certainly not be as successful as he is without being on top of all his ideas, content pieces, appointments, launches, and so on. For you, the lesson here is to become or stay organized, not only regarding your to-dos, but also, for example, where and how your files are stored or how your devices, emails, and calendar are organized. It's about finding the best possible structure and logic for you that enables you to find things quicker and thereby work more efficiently. Another success factor of MrBeast that we can all learn from is his dedication to providing value and satisfaction to his audience and customers. He has been building up his several 100 million audience across all platforms for more than 10 years, so he certainly knows who they are. He knows what they like, what they find funny or exciting, and what their fears or hopes are. So the key is to actually make use of this knowledge and leverage it for his videos and businesses. He always has his viewers or customers in mind when creating videos, products, or when helping with his charity. So he knows what people expect and would like to see, and he then perfectly delivers on those expectations. Just as for MrBeast, the satisfaction provided to his audience and customers is one of the most important things to succeed, it should be your primary goal to provide as much value as possible to your customers as well. At work, this could be, for example, external clients, business partners, service providers, or internal stakeholders, such as other teams or departments. It's always a give and a take in an exchange of value, information, or money for services, products, or information. And the more value you provide, even on top of what you are supposed to deliver, for example, as part of your job, the better you will be received and the faster you will climb up the ladder. But Jimmy's success would certainly not have been possible without his down-to-earth attitude and his willingness to learn and develop, even though being already on top of the creator economy. MrBeast has never stopped learning and is even actively seeking out other creators or businessmen to roast his videos so he can become better and better. He's willing to take critical feedback, listens to it, and tries to improve going forward because he has acknowledged that there's always something to improve. And that might sound crazy for someone regularly pulling hundreds of millions of views on videos and scaling startups within months, but that's a quality that keeps him improving over time. Just as Jimmy has embraced this attitude to never stop learning, you should too. Regardless if you have been doing a job for a year, 10 or 20 years, there's always something that can be improved and done better. Even if it's simple tips and tricks, for example, to become more efficient with your daily office tools like Outlook, OneDrive or OneNote. I mentioned earlier that with just a few simple tips, you can turn your phone into a real productivity machine. So watch this video next to explore how this can be done in just a few minutes and what hidden tips you should consider to make your phone as powerful as it has never been before.